Welcome back to First Issues. Previously on the program, we started a series on the 8 rules you can follow if you want to be financially successful. Our guest, financial planner and managing director at SCI Wealth, James Fern, said to be financially successful, one must start focusing on bettering their relationship with money. This way, when in old age, you would be financially free to live comfortably. James is back again tonight. This time, we discuss paying yourself first. What does it mean to do so? James, we're back. Today, we are talking specifically the rules, the 8 rules to financial success, and we're going to start with the first one that you're so passionate about last time. Let us talk about paying yourself first. What exactly does that mean? I know we alluded to that in our previous engagement, but perhaps you could, reiterate what you meant.
All right. So, pay yourself first means as soon as you get paid, you put some money aside for you, for future you. Now, that might be short-term future you. That might be just putting some money into an emergency fund. You might know that you're likely to draw down on that at the end of the month. Yeah? Or it might be something that's a little bit longer term. You might be saving for something specific. You might be saving for your wedding. You might be saving for a holiday. Yeah? That's happening maybe in 6 months' time or a year's time. Or it might be something longer still. You might be saving up for secondary school fees, for your children, or it might be longer still than that, saving up for university fees for your children. But the important thing is, when you get paid, that you put some money aside for future you to spend. Don't regard it as a pain, regard it as a gain. If you don't do that, if you do what the 95% do, and you wait to the end of the month to see what you've got left, guess what? There's nothing left at the end of the month. So pay yourself first. Segregate it. Now, the old-fashioned way of doing it was with envelopes. So you'd have one envelope for your rent. You get paid cash, you put some cash in that envelope. You have one envelope for your utilities. You have one envelope for your school fees. Well, the first of those envelopes should be saving for you. The modern way of doing that is with either a savings account or a money market fund. Okay, so you set up one of those to keep your money segregated. You put your money into that so that then you don't spend it by accident. And then when you need it, you borrow from yourself rather than from borrowing from a Moncello or from a micro-lender or from a bank. Okay, and if you can, pay yourself back with some interest. Make your future self richer. Okay, so that's rule number 1. Pay yourself first.
But let me understand here, how practical is that, especially in today's economy when things are just so, the cost of living is so high, right? And people are struggling to make ends meet. They're basically living hand to mouth. So for people who are struggling, how do they make that work? Because ultimately, the goal is not to be a financial burden to somebody in your retirement, right?
Okay, so living hand to mouth is literally the opposite. So what I'm going to do is as soon as I get my money, I'm going to eat it. That's not a way to be financially successful. Right. So take a look at yourself. You are earning an amount of money. There are other people, there are plenty of other people that you can maybe see that are earning half as much as you. There are certainly other people who are earning 10% less than you. Does that mean that their life is untenable? Are they unable to live? No. We all have our standard of living. The problem is when we get paid a little bit more, we suffer from what we call lifestyle creep. So we earn a bit more and we start spending more on our wants. And then we got used to those wants until they become needs. We talked about the cost of having fancy nails. The first time you have them, fancy nails, like, wow, this is a want, and I've achieved a want, and it makes me feel really, really good. And then you bake it into your lifestyle, and you do it every month, and it becomes, oh, I need to have my nails done. Okay, so you've got to look at other people around you and compare yourself not just with people that are earning more than you, compare yourself with people that are earning less than you, and figure out, well, could I take the difference? Yeah? Could I take 10% of what I'm earning and pay it to my future self to make me financially more successful? Pay yourself first.
How do you determine how much to put away?
Different factors for different people. I'd say if you haven't started saving already, first goal is 10%. 10% is nice and easy to calculate. You get paid 1,000 pula, you save 100 pula. Nice and simple. Once you've got used to that, then you can increase it. So there are other rules of thumb that say you take your age, you divide it by 2. So I'm 47. Yeah. Half of 47 is 23 and a half. It's about 25. Yeah. So I should be saving 25% of what I earn. You should be saving more the older you get. Yeah. But if you're starting from scratch, set yourself a goal of 10%. Now remember, the first saving you do is going to be for an emergency fund for yourself. Yeah. So you put that into an emergency fund. If at month end you find that your budget has become too tight, well, draw down on it a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, different people have different needs and different financial histories. If we've gone into debt, what's happened in the past is still here to haunt us in the future. Yeah? We can't just wipe it out. So we need to make a plan to do that. And there are resources available for you to do that. But it starts with take your money seriously, write it down, have a plan.
Join us again next time when our series on the 8 rules of financial success with James continues. This program was brought to you in association with First National Bank of Botswana.